Has been arranged for you.
What's up, fam? It's been a long time coming, huh? God knows what they've been doing, but all that matters now is that they're back. Feedback, bug fixes, game updates, the works. Now, I really couldn't decide what build I wanted to bring you all first. Let me tell you something. I've been in a lab like Einstein trying to understand how all of this new gear and weapons work in the best way, that is, so that we can have some of the most optimal builds better than we've ever experienced in the past. And I say that with conviction. The builds I prepare for y'all are gonna blow your mind, because they blew mine. I have an entire week of content lined up for you where every day there'll be a brand new build showcasing all the new gear and weapons, each with a unique combination designed for the most optimal of playstyles within whichever category it sits. From Blue Screen's unique exotic ability, which allows you to decide when to proc the talent, something new, never before seen in the division, to Catharsis' exotic talent that changes the game, which could potentially provide a segue to better PvP in the Division 2. Not to mention a variety of build possibilities you can imagine with this. Truth be told, it was difficult for me to decide what build to upload first. So I decided to go with the Heartbreaker, and that's for several reasons. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding this gear set, ranging from people saying it's the new meta, others saying it's not the new meta, it's overpowered, all kinds of stuff being said. We're about to clear all that up today, and I got a lot to say. But before we do, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for builds from DPS all the way to skill. Also Division 2 news and features. Now, let's begin. Okay, so if you didn't know yet, here's what the new Heartbreaker gear set does. The weapon damage bonuses are LMG, assault rifle, and weapon handling. You can't get more DPS than that, right? The 4-piece is called Heartstopper, where headshots apply pulse to the enemy for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on pulse enemies add a refresh and a stack of 1% bonus armor and 1% damage to pulse enemies for 5 seconds. This stacks up to 50. Now notice how it says adds and refreshes stacks, right? This means that so long as you're constantly dealing damage to pulsed enemies, your stacks will continue to refresh even if you're getting shot by the opposition. So while fighting, you're able to sustain through whatever damage they are dishing out. But that's not all. And here's the reason why people are saying Heartbreaker is OP. Because there's even more bonus armor and damage. Triple, in fact. 200%, bro. Now, that's crazy. Because every gear set has 2 exclusive talents if you so choose to use them. One on the chest and one on the backpack. Sorry to interrupt, but I gotta share this with you. Don't worry, I'll be quick. Did you know that I'm a game developer? Yes, sir. And this is a project I'm currently working on. An open world RPG looter shooter called Identity Rebels, with a captivating story followed by an engaging endgame. I'm doing this 100% solo, so your support to help me grow over there will be greatly appreciated. Game dev is my passion, and I'd love to take that journey with you. Here's the link to the Identity Games channel. Head over there to subscribe, like, and comment. Also, check out everything else going on over there, from devlogs to discussions. Now let's get back to business. The chest talent is called Max BPM. This increases the stacks from 50 to 100, and the backpack talent called Cold increases the stacks percentages from 1 to 2%, granting a grand total of 200% for both when maxed out. Now I'm sure you've noticed that I don't want to have the backpack equipped. I went another route, and that is for many reasons. I wanted to incorporate the blue screen exotic LMG because, for one, the set brings an LMG damage bonus. Secondly, and this is a big one, y'all, but this entire gear set, when wearing the 4-piece, can be completely countered in PvP, to the point where none of these bonuses will even proc when fighting against the opposition. I'll have a video linked to the counter build at the end of this video, so make sure you watch to the end. Then you can see what I've come up with. But the reason I've set the build up this way is because I play PvP as well, and I don't want to get caught 100% vulnerable against the counter to this. So the way I've set this up is so that even if you don't have the pulse damage bonuses, you can still do work. And that's with the blue screen exotic LMG. One of my favorite, to be honest. This is the weapon I was talking about, the exotic talent being activated when you decide. It's called Disruptor Rounds. What a fitting name it is. Do you know how crazy this is in PvP? I'll explain it all right now. The exotic talent is called Disruptor Rounds. Shooting an enemy marks them and adds a stack to the agent up to a count of 50. Shooting a marked enemy refreshes the mark and adds stacks to the agent. When you deploy a non-shield skill, it removes all stacks on the agent and all marked targets trigger in effect. Alright, bear with me because this is an in-depth talent, but I'm going to explain it all to you. Between 1 and 10 stacks, it pulses marked enemies for 5 seconds. From 11 to 25, pulse and disrupt marked targets for 5 seconds. From 26 to 49, pulse, disrupt, and disorient marked targets for 5 seconds. And when you get to 50 stacks, it pulses, disrupt, and disorients marked targets and all hostiles within 10 meters of the marked targets for 5 seconds. This effect will trigger immediately if any marked enemy is killed. So, this is what it means. If you're at 25 to 49 stacks, you can pulse, disrupt, and disorient the enemy. Now, none of these cause damage to the enemy, but they're pain. And with the backpack talent Anarchist Cookbook, I'm able to deal extra damage to enemies after causing a status effect. Plus, the 1-piece bonus is status effects. I've always been a fan of Wicked, but this puts it on an even higher level in my eyes. And the blue screen's Disruptor Rounds not only mark one target, but as many as you like. The result, when deploying a skill, will affect every target that is marked. I just think that's so amazing. This makes strategically planning attacks much more meaningful. Now, you already know what gloves fit perfectly in this setup, right? The contractors. Even more LMG damage, and on top of that, damage to armor, which also adds to the damage to armor from blue screen's weapon attribute. I went with the Kingbreaker for my secondary, but honestly, I never put the blue screen down. I'll just have to make a build exclusively for the Kingbreaker, and I will. But my skills are specific. I use skills that natively have low cooldowns, good for DPS builds. They're the EP Sticky Bomb and Scanner Pulse. These are really more for you rather than the enemy because you'll mainly be using it for activating disruptor rounds. So whatever you feel comfortable with, go ahead and use. Here are the stats, and as you look at them, I want you to comment new era. This is going to let me know you made it here. Also signify what's to come in the future for the Division franchise. I'm hopeful and optimistic. And if this video helped you out in any way, I'd like you to help me by liking the video and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate your support, fam. I'll catch you on my next video. Be right out.